Coach, thoughts on the scrimmage Saturday?
Shoot, we've moved on to tonight's practice. We practiced twice today, so it seems like a while ago.
Yeah, but we weren't around, though.
Yeah, well, yes. Apologize. No, there's some good things, just like everything else, good things and bad things. You know, Ben Molina didn't really scrimmage, so it gave us an opportunity to look at all our other backs and work through that. And I thought Cam Clear showed some things. It was, got loose and continues to get better. Both our tight ends have continued to get better blocking and catching the ball, which takes some pressure off of some of these young receivers too. So if they can continue to come on, it gives us a whole nother dimension. I thought defensively, we had a lot of young guys that are playing. It's our challenge this week, with the number of actual two-a-day practices to try to get the young guys that are going to play this year to get them up to speed. And there's a bunch of them that showed some real good flashes. So we're going to give them an opportunity to try to get in the two deep here, and that'll help kind of clear that up for us offensively and defensively, but special teams primarily, just so we can get those guys involved, because we got a lot of guys that have that can help us. All those linebackers, the young guys that showed flashes Saturday and today. We did a little goal line here live tonight, so all those young linebackers have a real chance to help us on special teams where we didn't have any depth. Last year, Sean Porter and all those Jenkins and Stu, and we got all those guys running down the field on kickoff. We just didn't have any depth, and now we've got some young guys that have talent, and we got to figure out how they're going to get in the mix.
I know you already knew him before, but what has Coach Spavital shown you in the 7-8 months he's been here?
I think he's, how he's approached things, how he does things has been a real help to us. Like I said, he brings instant credibility. Dealing with coaching Case Keenum and just the number of guys at Oklahoma State and West Virginia. And being around us before and being around the offense, he knows it like the back of his hand, and also is able to add some extra things, some wrinkles, and so I think his communication with our quarterbacks has been really, really good, and I think his communication with our offensive staff and Coach McKinney has been excellent.
I was going to say, how is that dynamic different, or is it different from maybe what it was a year ago when you had Cliff in the fold?
You got, you got Clarence is the play caller, and so every year, things have changed. And shoot, this is 6 years. This is our third different guy. So the other two guys are head coaches. So we've had some pretty good guys, and Clarence is no different. And we've got a number of talented guys on the offensive staff. The ability for each guy to be able to say, hey, here's what I'm trying to do, here's what I'm trying to help. And they all have their expertise that just like when Cliff was here, that from the run game to with BJ and where Clarence was to, the passing game with David Beatty. And, it works out just fine. I think our guys communicate as well with each other as they do with the team. And because of that, I think we're moving right along. We got some new wrinkles. We're trying to get people incorporated in the offense. We got to figure out, what our guys can do, and not what our offense is, but what our guys can do within our offense, and then make sure we're getting those guys involved.
You've had quarterback battles, I think 2008 and then last year for starters. But when you're developing a backup, are there some consistencies or philosophies that you developed over the course of your career that have helped you achieve?
We rotate guys all the time, so we do that fast start just so you guys can say so-and-so is the number 2 quarterback or so-and-so is the number 1 quarterback. If you guys have paid attention, it really doesn't matter. We're just rotating them, and we're getting them snaps and trying to keep their arms alive instead of here in a couple of weeks we'll figure it out, but we're trying to figure out through reps, who's doing what, who can handle what, and give everybody a chance to compete. you got 3 guys that you know, I don't know. Somebody told me Matt Jokel. I don't know. He's played 11 snaps. So, you know, with all that, we really don't have the other guys have not played a whole lot, and so we're trying to get them all a bunch of snaps and get people back up to speed, and at the same time trying to get some continuity with the receivers and get them all rolling in and out.
What are the most important qualities for you when you're looking into signal caller?
You know, leadership, knowledge of the offense, being comfortable, not giving the ball to the other team. It's pretty simple, huh?
Mm-hmm. Do you have any questions that have been answered so far that you came into camp with? Anything that you've been able to absolutely put to bed?
I don't know about that. You know, we're so far away right now. From, you know, we've got really over almost 3 weeks till we play. You know, 2 and change. So, you know, you want to keep people, keep them healthy. We got to practice hard, and you know, you get here in the next week, you get guys that are coming in and out of practice just from the heat and everything else. So, you never know. You know, we're still trying to develop. You know, which of these young guys are going to help us and what their role is going to be, and that's going to be ongoing probably up until game week.
Do you ever look back on that first season and say, "Goodness, first season here, say, goodness gracious, you set the bar high with 11 and 2. Where to from here?" Or is it just each season individual of its own?
No, it's all individual. You know, challenges will be you got challenges every year. I think you know, the 11 and 2 was the importance of it was the momentum that it created for us in recruiting. I think it's reflected in this class. The quality of the student athlete that we were able to recruit, I think that had a lot to do with it. I also think, you know, that from our fans and you know, expectations are a good thing. You know, you want to be a program or a team that is going to be involved in relevant games, and these guys are working hard to attain that again this year and try to stay there.
All right, and Coach, you want to tell them about Saturday?
Oh, Saturday, yeah, we got Scrimmage is open Saturday. I know you guys will be happy about that.
No cameras.
I think we're going to go at 6, but I'll confirm it later on this week, so it'll be open to the public, and so I just thought I'd let you know that. Thanks for reminding me.
Yes, sir.